And welcome back, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Assassins Creed Valhalla. I'm Verm, and this time we're not going to be rushing anything like we did last time after a botched attempt at recording. So I thought this time what I'd do first is I would go and collect this synchronization point before working up to here to do this quest that I did in the botched recording last time. So we're going to go and get on the boat now. We're going to leave a lot of the story related stuff until a future episode, probably 2 or 3 down the line I would have thought. For now we're just going to be exploring this whole region, seeing what we can find, how many quests there are to do and things like that. Now, I think I mentioned last time, there is a rather CPU heavy settlement near this synchronization point, so if I get a few frame drops there, bear with me please folks. I'm considering a CPU upgrade soon. I've been looking at either a 9900K or a 10900K, but it just depends. Oh, now we can ask them to tell stories and to sing songs. So we're going to listen to music as we go. It's actually fairly chilled out. The effects in the air as you go past look really, really nice. I constantly comment on the graphics of this game, but by God it's good looking. Okay, so before we go anywhere, this looks like a half-submerged boat.
I need your eyes, my friend.
And I was quite right in what I thought. There is a treasure down there. So we're going to go and grab it. Hopefully it'll be some more upgrade materials. But we'll find out in a moment what it is, if we can find a way in. Maybe down here. Oh, we can summon our horse as well. Can't go down there yet. That's what she said. So where do I go? For some reason, I'm also completely out of arrows yet again, folks.
Deadly cold.
Let me dive then, Christ. Okay, so how do we get in there? Ah, that's how. You can break that underwater, apparently. And the loot we received is some iron, some leather, and some silver. Which does seem to be the majority of what you get, if not everything that you get from those sort of chests. But it's alright. It all goes towards upgrades. Please, 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 Eivor, get out of the water. We're going to take command of the ship again.
Sail out!
Feels good to be back on this game. I've been playing a lot of Tony Hawk's Project 8 today, which is much maligned entry in the series, but I'm actually finding it to be very, very underrated.
Let's hear a story.
When I was 11 winters old, I was the youngest of my favorite cousins. A wild and rowdy bunch of boys and girls. Together with our parents, we attended a feast at the home of Halfdan the Black of the House of Yngling. To toughen our patience, our parents set us with the old woman, who ordered us to bake flatbreads and serve it to the noble jarls. After an hour, the flatbreads piled so high into pillars, you could have built a roof over it and called it a longhouse. When our work was done, an older boy, Guthrod, suggested we steal a keg of mead and drown in happiness for our good work. So Guthrod, Mikkel and Åsa snuck into the storeroom and stole a barrel as I stood watch. But when we were spotted, I froze. 3 of Harald's men stopped us. They struck Guthrod and Mikkel and pushed Åsa to the ground. Whose idea was this? They asked. I stood and said, the idea was mine. The meat is for me. One of the men eyed me and said only, that is not true. Then, they moved on.
Sail down!
These people sounded absolutely charming, it has to be said. What do you mean, what do you think I'm doing? I'm getting off at Stavanger. So this is the settlement I mentioned earlier that I feel is extremely CPU heavy. It's the only area I've noticed real drops in frame rate. But at the moment it's holding stable from what I can tell. So we're gonna... oh no, there were a few drops there. We're gonna go up and get this synchronization point from up here. We're not actually going to do any of the other side content in this little town yet. As I say, I want to go and clear up that top area of the map, which I feel is a little bit too out of the way to be making regular trips to, but I'd like to get it out of the way this episode. Simply because I know what's up there. And we're at Har Hole now. We're going to go and see inside here before we go up to the roof. See what's in here to find. Some silver. A lot of silver, actually. Some random loot. Some more silver. Please get off the barrel. And a chest. And inside it is some more leather and iron. So in a moment I'm going to have a look to see if there's anything major we can upgrade. In fact, why put it off? I'll do it now. We're going bow heavy, so I'm going to upgrade that. Also, did we get some more skills? No, we'd already used them. I couldn't remember if... I remember getting like another set of 2 skill points, but I couldn't remember if I'd actually put them into anything. But I had. I remember the first time I saw this building, I was just like, how gorgeous do you want to make the texture work in a game? Like, how much further can they realistically push, like, photorealistic textures? Because this is insane to look at. I know some people aren't really that bothered about graphics, but you see, I actually am, because every game you play has them. I feel like, certainly in a game like this where it's all about exploration, they really enhance the experience, they make it a bit more believable. And if you're trying to tell like a serious historical narrative, or historically driven narrative, you know, you kind of want it to feel believable. And this game nails that, I think. Now, I feel like we can jump down there. No, not there. Please climb up there, Eivor. The draw distance in this game is fucking phenomenal. Please land in the water. Thank you. There's one or two little graphical glitches in this game I'm noticing. I know it was very buggy on release, but I thought they'd patched a lot of it. That being said, I'm unsure if I'm actually running the latest patch. I will be completely honest and say this is a torrented copy of the game. I flat out refuse to pay for any Ubisoft game anymore, purely because on launch they are absolutely baba. I'm looking forward to coming to explore this little village, but as I say, we're not going to just yet. There's an area that I already know what I need to do that I'm going to go and clear up first. Tell you what, Eivor, if you slip off there, that's not going to be very nice for you, is it?
Sail! Catch!
Okay. I'm just going to set a couple of markers that will lead me to where I need to go. I know there's nothing major on that island. I believe there's a couple of polar bears, a little bit of iron. Probably not worth taking the time to explore properly. But I might do on the way back. I can feel a lengthy recording session coming on tonight, folks. Ordinarily, because my SSD is not the biggest, I tend to record one, sometimes two videos at a time, and then leave them to change format and stuff, but I might copy them straight over to my mechanical hard drive and carry on tonight. We're gonna come here first. Or is there really much point?
We'll pick up this water.
You know what?
Cold.
We're gonna do a bit of hunting on this island. Oh. Okay, that's a flop. Maybe we're not. We haven't got any arrows.
Can't remain long in this ice bath.
Might be wise to go and check this camp again for just some arrows quickly. It'll only be a short detour. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. God, look at those shafts of light going through there.
We should be cautious around here.
Why should I be cautious around here? We cleared it out, didn't we? If I get drawn into... Oh god, I was about to say if I get drawn into another fight I'm going to be pissed off, but I can already see the enemies again. Oh, I need some arrows, fella. Oh no. Well, oh god, I'm pressing the wrong button again. I'm just going to rush up, try and get some arrows, and then duck back out. I don't really want to get drawn into a lengthy fight with these guys. After all, we've already killed them once. Wouldn't be fair to humiliate them again.
Almost there.
Tell you what, these cunts come to fucking... I don't even know what. I was going to try and say something clever there, but words deserted me. Look at this guy thinking he's clever. That sure taught you, didn't it, fella? Do you want some as well? Oh dear. He's about it. He's real. Get in the bloody boat. This is one thing I hate about this game, it's just the overall control scheme. Like, when I climb, don't then climb straight out.
Let the sail out!
Okay, we're not gonna go and hunt on this island. I was gonna just kill a few of them deer. There's some wolves over here usually. I think occasionally some polar bears, but we're gonna focus on first that island, and then we might come and explore this one on the way back to our camp. I don't know why, but I always had an idea that your crew would be singing the songs. But apparently not.
Save it.
So, this island, as I said, I have explored once already in the failed recording previously that for some reason my microphone decided it didn't want to play ball with. There's lots of iron here, some polar bears to kill, some other wildlife as you can see. Always like wildlife in this game, it gives me a chance to get some upgrade materials. We're not going to spend too long exploring it, we're going to go primarily for the quest, which is that blue dot over there. Bit of a blinking graphical effect there by the looks of it, not effect rather, glitch. But, you know, can't be perfect. Especially when you've got a game that looks this good, you're going to have a few hitches here and there. And to tell the truth, I don't even mind a few glitches here and there and difficulties. I recently, because my GPU is not a RTX card, I recently even played Control at 720 just to leave ray tracing turned on, because obviously that effect is very, very heavy, and my poor Pascal card could not handle it without lowering the resolution. So I don't mind occasional loss of quality in some form or other. I would also say Control, excellent game, recommend it to absolutely everybody. I may even end up doing that for YouTube, to be honest. Because, yeah, that game is fantastic. I haven't completed it, I haven't even got massively far into it, but I've done enough of the game that I feel I want to play it properly, and I feel I want to complete it. I can hear something. I thought it was some wolves, but apparently not. There are wolves and polar bears and stuff on this island, as I say, or there were on my previous playthrough. Oh, hello. Are you going to stand still? You are. And you're dead now. Little things like hunting in this game feel really, really enjoyable. I'm really glad I decided to pick it up again after the initial lack of enjoyment I was finding from it. Now I can hear some wolves. Ah, they're there. Let's try and get a few good hits in. Oh dear. Wrong button again. Sometimes the wolves glitch out and do this where they'll just walk away from you, but then sometimes out of nowhere they just turn around and mash you for half your health. But we dealt with it that time. And there's an elk there we can take care of. Let's try and recover some of my arrows. Bugger. That sound effect was a little delayed, game. You bastard. Fucking hell. Oh well, eh? So, as you can see, there's not a whole lot to find on this island. I was hoping to find a polar bear just to show it off, but no. We're going to go over here first. This gives us an idea of what to find in the quest. I read this first last time and it gave me a little bit more insight into what was going on than I would otherwise have had, so I feel it's worth reading. So, as you can see, there's a note pinned here. A mother's wish. John. This will be my last winter, the Volva tells me so. When the earth reclaims my bones, you must come care for your father. He is still the man I married, but his mind is not well. I fear he will be sent to some hellish place if he dies this way. Please try to make his final days peaceful. Some say the gods decide where we go when we die, but I think it's how we lived. Your reward will be great. Asa. So, apparently there's a bit of an head case wandering around. Or rather, a fella who's not well, getting older, faculties aren't all there, and his wife wishes him to be looked after. So let's go and see if we can find this fella. Also, nice circle of stones there. Fucking Stonehenge, can't. We're going to go and explore this house up here before we go to the quest marker. I don't know what we'll find there, but it might be worth doing. And yes, you do occasionally find arrows in tree stumps. Just going to walk around in here, taking some of the gorgeous details of this game. There's absolutely nothing to get though. So on to the quest marker we go. Although, is that some iron? No, it is not. Can we upgrade anything though? Yes. We'll upgrade the top and the hood. Little bit of extra defence never hurt anyone.
Welcome, traveller, to our lush and fertile shores.
Hello, Urzing. Urzing, whatever your name is. What does this say? England is closer than you think. Come and visit beautiful England. Rich field and game-filled forests await. Marvel at the walls of old London or the busy streets of New Winchester. You might even be lucky enough to meet King Alfred himself. The king is generous and offers land north of Hadrian's Wall for any strong enough to hold it, and you will need great strength to battle the savages who make their home in the north. They are uncivilized people who will burn your homes and steal your children. Join me in my fight to rid the land of these monsters. The writing degenerates into unreadable scribblings. So, I hadn't actually seen that previously. But that looks very much like the sort of, I guess, like a leaflet you'd find now, like a tourist leaflet. That gives this even more context.
I did not expect to find anyone on this island.
And why not? This is England, home to a nation of Saxons and Danes. Our shores are open for trade.
England. It is not what I expected.
Many from Norway find the trip dizzying, but fortunately you have me to guide you. I know the land better than my own son.
Are you alright?
My son, nesting with the Picts north
It's
of Hadrian's
definitely
Wall,
not alright.
knows what schemes they're hatching, or the sort of people they might send to spy on me.
You said something about a tour.
Of course, a tour. Follow me. This is
So-
the city of London, first built by the Romans during ancient times. We have not seen builders like that since.
I
This
guess
does
they had
not
to work
look
with
like
what they
London.
had.
That's also what she said. But, yeah. So, reading that little note, I hadn't actually done that before, but it's obvious he's found like a flyer. He's not very well in the head, so he clearly thinks this is England. Yeah. It's also reminded me of that thing about you can't see California without Marlon Brando's eyes, who I think went blind before he died. So, yeah, and yeah. If you know the story of why Slipknot said that, you'll know what I mean. If not, read up on it. It's interesting. I'm not making much
These
sense.
are the Dover Cliffs, famous for their bluebirds.
You are a fucking headcase, sir. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. I'm gonna shut the fuck up singing now. If that's what I call it, anyway. Most would call it making a racket.
Here is Jorvik, the Dane city of trade. Keep this between us, but King Alfred has a plan for Jorvik.
I see.
Looks a bit like York, actually. Beaten down a fuck all there. More arrows, though. Makes this quest worthwhile.
This is Hadrian's Wall, our last line of defense against the barbarous Picts.
It is a
So,
line of swords.
I mean, Eivor's head is higher than this wall, fella. I don't think it's protecting you from the Picts, although this stretch might. Yes, because they've never heard of ladders, cunt. Ubisoft did take cues from stuff like The Witcher 3 when they made these more recent Assassin's Creed games, so the quests all have like stories to them and characters that you can meet, the side quests do rather. And this is a clear example of that. It's a very, very well thought out one. I was really impressed with this when I played it yesterday. And I am still really impressed by how well written it is. It's quite touching as well, but also rather funny.
At the end of our tour is Winchester, the heart of Wessex, where is King Alfred? Those honorless Picts, they have taken the king. We must see them north of Hadrian's Wall. Where are you, my king?
I am sure he's somewhere.
Everyone's somewhere, Eivor. I was hoping to set that house on fire, but can't do it. Where's he gone? I'm following the indicator, but where is he? Oh, yeah, I know where he goes. He goes off to the other campsite, doesn't he? So yeah, like I said, this side quest really, really impressed me. I think it's good. Oh, polar bear. I think it's good to see Ubisoft really trying to put some time into the games they develop for a change, rather than just throwing out whatever they can. Like I say, it was a little buggy on launch, but you know, they made a solid enough game, so who cares really? Now, where's this old cunt gone? I'm sure he goes over to the campsite, which is somewhere. I want to say it's somewhere anyway. Fish there. I didn't even know you could shoot the fish in this game until then. Okay, where is this fucking campsite, game? Just climb up here and survey the surroundings. Treat it like a mini, what's the word, synchronization point. Oh, he's there. Fucking hiding in plain sight, you old cunt. So, if you interact with this, you'll see what happens.
My king! What happened? Why won't you speak?
Who in hell's name are you? Why are you going through my things? Thor's balls, you found it. Why did you take it back? You set him off again.
Traitor! The king won't speak to me. You cut out his tongue.
He has no tongue.
Because you cut it out.
You are his son.
Do not feed this fantasy. His wits wither and become those of a babe. I took him here to ease his madness, but it grows worse. I try using reason or playing along, but he hears only what he wants to hear.
Only what he wants
Sounds
to
like
hear.
women.
I have an idea that could help, if you let me.
Sorry,
Old
that was
man,
a bit sexist.
Your king is worn out from his ordeal. I can hear him speak very softly. He's praising you. He wants to thank... He wants to thank Hising for his loyalty to the crown.
Eivor,
else does
why are
he
you
say?
playing along with it? Now, shall we lie to him, folks?
The Picts, terrified at word of your approach, will pledge themselves to the crown if you spare their lives.
They will?
And the pigs
And
flying
they
overhead,
agreed to
fella.
pay a daily tribute of food and other goods in exchange for free passage through your lands.
Oh,
And Susan Boyle's
this is
got
a
ambitions
good
of
deal
one day
and
looking like
greater
Jennifer Lawrence.
news. Thank you. You may leave the king in my care now.
This will only lead to further delusion.
You'll know at least that he eats every day. And maybe someday, the fog will lift.
Forgive my ill will.
We don't want the fog to lift. We've all played Silent Hill HD
Sometimes
collection.
the weight bears down heavily.
There is courage and honor in what you do, and the gods know it. Good luck to you.
I feel like it's still too early to joke about Silent Hill HD collection, even all these years later.
The peace holds.
That was a fucking shit show of a game. Like, for those who don't understand, basically what they did was they took away the fog, which was one of the biggest aspects of building the atmosphere in Silent Hill. Okay, so we've accomplished the two main objectives for this episode. We've also just shot a fox in the arse. Let's get back on the boat and decide what to do next.
Twice if I stay here.
So, we're going to take these markers off the map. I guess we should sail around that island first. And then... I guess we'll go back here and talk to some of the people in our town. We're not going to do any story related stuff, but we are going to just interact with people and just learn who the villagers are in our little town. I don't actually know who any of them are. But first, as I said, we're going to do a quick sail around this island just to make sure we've got the map uncovered. I really want to visit Norway playing this. The only thing I really know about Norway though is that a lot of old black metal musicians came from there. Like Mayhem, people like them, Dark Throne. All the good bands. As you can see, there's very little on this island, just a few seals, I think they are. Can't see any iron or anything worth taking. Oh, we've just nearly Titanic that boat.
What's wrong with you?
Fuck's sake.
Sail out!
Let's have another story.
Who'll share a tale?
Not long before leaving for England, I made a solitary trek into the mountains east of Thornburg. I was looking for elk or deer or other game to bring home, but my luck was poor, and I could find nothing worth my arrows. Coming up over a rise, I saw a rounded mountain ahead of me, with a strange narrow slit in the earth, running left to right. There appeared to...
Hold on, good Skell.
I wish it wouldn't cut it off. We're only going past the town, we're not actually going to get into a fight.
There appeared to be fresh water in this crevasse, which was strange, for it was on its side. As I approached, the ground rumbled and the crevasse shuddered. Then it opened, as wide as a lake and ringed with color. Stepping back to take in the view, I realized with a shock what I was seeing. The Eye of Jormungandr, the world serpent.
Or a fat person's belly button.
He sleeps near old Thornburg, blessing us with his dreams. Oh, if we could return there now, I would show you the place. One day, maybe. One day I will show you the place.
I'm fairly sure that big snake's in the new God of War, or the newest one. I'm just gonna go along the coastline here, see what's to be seen. There's another town up ahead, and it has gold apparently, or wealth.
Can't raise the sail yet.
We're gonna raid this place before we go back into town. Oh, I do like that horn. That's great.
Come, my wolves!
I just wish we had the assassinate ability now. Climb up, then,
Feast, my wolves!
Always gotta go for those orange spots if you can, folks. Get the critical hit in. That's 2 easy kills. Whoa, nearly got it there. I do feel like if you're careful on this difficulty, folks, you won't die very often. Unlike in Odyssey, where it felt like you died every 5 seconds. God, the combat in this is fucking visceral there. We are just gonna get the treasure here, folks. I wasn't planning to, but we've got to do it at some point. Why not now? Plus, we haven't really had any combat to speak of this episode. So, we're gonna take all these conts out. There's actually 2 pieces of treasure here by the looks of it. I don't know where. I've never been here before. I do know that Archer's very dead. There's another couple up there. I completely missed there. Oh dear. Please let me out there to attack the archer. He's glitched. He's dead now though. Whoa. Nearly hit me, didn't you, fella? Those finishes are so good in this game. I know it's a totally different game, but this is making me want to play Dark Souls. Completely missed there, but it's alright, there's some spare arrows. You're gonna die, aren't you? I hope you get like some character abilities like you had in Odyssey. I felt they were overused in Odyssey, but it was nice to have like hotkey map buttons like in a classic old school RPG that you could hit to do like really devastating abilities. My favourite I think was just the poison build up one. I did very much enjoy what I played of Odyssey. I never completed it, never completed Origins either. Games like this are usually a little too long for my taste, but this one's going to complete. I will probably end up doing Odyssey at some point as well. Unless I feel this makes it irrelevant. By either being far, far better, or I guess if I get bored. I feel I'm getting the hang of aiming for the weak points now. And I think it's a really interesting system where it shows you exactly where to aim and you just have to be precise with your shots. Got that nice parry in there as well. Jesus. This game is absolutely brutal. But I guess when you think Vikings, you do tend to characterise them as just that absolute berserker type of race, really. Oh, hello. Oh, I can't parry that, but it's alright. Now, I do know one thing in this game, which I'm going to spoil now because you're going to see it eventually anyway. And this is for my benefit as much as yours, really, playing this game. I do know that anyone that's played Red Dead 2 will know the legendary animals system, and there are like similar things in this game. I've fought a great big deer or elk or whatever it was. I'm looking forward to confronting that again, but on this difficulty setting. I feel like this is actually quite a fair setting. It feels a little more balanced than Odyssey's extreme setting did. I think it was called Nightmare. I know I'm drawing a lot of comparisons between this and Odyssey, but what do you want me to do, you know? It's the same series, the same style of game. And I feel like Odyssey is probably one of the benchmarks against which you should measure any open world RPG type game now. I feel it was really, really, really impressive in what it did. And I feel it pushed a series that I never thought would be a genuinely top tier type. Okay, so let's go and find these two, what do you call them, treasures. I don't know if the music is supposed to be continuing to play right now, or if that's bugged.
Watch my back.
I did see a bug from Cyberpunk where like the same guitar riff would play for like an hour straight through various cutscenes and stuff, which I feel like it's probably not supposed to be. Okay. There's more people over here. Oh, that was a good shot. God, imagine playing this at 30 FPS though, and trying to pull off some of those shots. Like, you have to ask, what was the point of releasing a game that requires like precision like this on the older hardware that's playing it at 30 and probably dipping under that quite a bit? Whoa! Like, I just can't imagine it being a particularly great experience, especially with the cutbacks they'd have to make graphically as well. Oh, we've got a chief here to deal with. Well, you're gonna die. And he's also got one of the objects we're after. Oh, can we get the parry on him? Yes, we can. We can also get the headshot in. I'm just conscious he's going to try that one of those red attacks. I'm ready to dodge it if he does. Oh dear. A little too ready apparently. There you go. Bye bye goes your shield. Bye bye goes your head. What was the reward we got? The wealth. It was a carbon ingot, so it was nothing too special. I'd imagine they're just used for upgrades. I'm not sure yet though. I do also know you have like a settlement later in the game. I wonder if it's used for upgrading that as well. I know a lot of people really like that aspect of this game. I am yet to see it myself because, as I say, I've not played far, but I think there's also a mini quest here as well that we could pick up. I'm wondering whether to pick it up and do it now or leave it until next video. I think we'll leave it. We'll get the wealth from here, which I'd imagine is down here, and then we'll head back to the town. We're not going to get time to talk to the various characters there, I don't think, now. Oh, we got a new bow. No, I think we'll keep the one we've got purely because it's higher range damage when attacking weak points. I do think it seems like all of the pieces of equipment you get in this game have a potential use though, unlike Odyssey where it was just a constant loot grind, constant, can we get better gear than we've got now? No. Oh dear, let's go and get another piece of gear. That was one aspect that I felt kind of detracted from that game. But it does certainly seem like, just from what I can tell so far... Oh! What the fuck? Like, every piece of equipment in this game has a use. Or a potential use.
Back to the ship!
And that's that raid completed. We're going to get back on the boat now. I do apologise if I'm sniffing again, folks. I've got hay fever at the moment. It's not very nice. I was sneezing quite a bit earlier. But I'm feeling a lot better now. I like that music track in the background as well. So, we've got another piece of wealth
We must
there.
row in these waters.
How many more are there in this region? A lot. A fucking lot. Then there's a mystery up there. There's another piece of wealth beyond it. And a synchronization point. So I think next video, folks, it might be wise to continue to clear out as much of this as we can. Yeah. Seems like it'd be a wise idea.
We can raise the sail in these waters.
Run up the sail!
I wonder if the very top of that mountain's a synchronization point, you know. It looks set up to be one. You could see everything from the top of it. I mentioned it previously, like in the last episode, but it's so peaceful sailing the seas on this game. Especially now the music's working on it and you've got like the ability to have your crew tell you stories and stuff. Yeah, it's very, very nice. I just really, really hope the story's up to the same standard as like the rest of the game is so far. But
Save
if
it
it's
for
not,
later.
it's not. Now, the question I'm asking myself is, do I record more of this next, or Oblivion, or Days Gone? I have a stockpile of Days Gone videos I haven't uploaded yet, so that's ruled out. Are we going the right way here, folks? No, holy fuck. Yeah, I have some Days Gone already pre-recorded. Oblivion's probably going to be what I do, to be honest. But then again, this game's just, one, it's enormous, and two, I want to play it more. Ubisoft have knocked it out of the park with this one. I wonder if there's...
What see you, old friend?
No. I felt like it was worth just checking to see if there's any loot on the water there. I'm tempted to put an upgrade point into that new bow I got, just to see how it compares to my current one. As soon as I've got enough leather and iron. I'm considering between videos, like in future, just going and looting some more iron and leather wherever I can, and leaving like all the quests and stuff like that, and the wealth for on video. But I don't know, I think the game probably gives you enough as you progress through to level up. Not to level up, to upgrade your gear rather. So we're here. We're going to dock again. It does feel like when I first come into a settlement I get some frame drops, and then I feel like after a moment it evens out again. Get out of the way, cunt. Okay, so what's in the town that we can do? We don't want to do the quest yet. Shall we go and see what that is first? We've got a bit of time left. Let's go and do a couple of these interactions. Who's this? Who are you?
Caught anything?
Not today. The fish aren't biting. Too many passing boats churning the water.
I lack the patience for pole fishing.
Nice little glitch
I
there.
would
She
have
just
better luck with my
teleported.
bow.
Shooting fish with a bow. That could work.
I've already done it.
Caught anything?
Not today.
Oh,
I
it's just the same. Alright, that's the same dialogue. I was hoping it'd be different. Who are you?
Good, Mundur. It appears your ship is like one of Holger's stories.
Oh, I
Never
think
quite
this is
finished.
the guy who...
Get me
No,
some
it's Gunnar,
decent
we've got
wood
to go
and I
to.
can finish it in a week. But Styrbjorn won't gift me any.
There was a little plunder at Avaldsnes, but if I come across any, it'll be yours. Good, Mundur. There was...
Oh, I thought it was going to let me give him some wood there. That's a shame. So yeah, it is a little bit choppy in settlements, folks, but not as bad as I was expecting. We've got a general store here, I think.
Good day.
What are you selling?
This is available for purchase.
Oh, so we can buy iron here. Well, I think I'm going to buy 30.
Smart to buy these. I have those if you want them.
And the same for that.
Anything else?
Oh wait, can I sell anything as well? Sell all
I
trinkets.
can use this. Nothing more?
And we probably pulled a profit there,
Has
folks.
to go. See you soon.
So this looks like a camp activity. Before we go and talk to her, we'll look inside the house. I do like doing this. Apparently you can't light fires in your own camp. Let's talk to her, see what this activity is then.
Hey, Tekla. What is brewing?
Tekla.
Alvis tells me this brew is too strong. Think you can handle a few rounds?
Yeah, go on then. Oh, so do we have to match it round the outside? Round the outside. Round the outside.
You're sweating.
You can match horns with
Oh, so we have to do it before she does. We have to get all 3 done. Oh dear. I think we've got this. Oh dear.
So slow.
That's 2-1. Oh no, she's catching up. It's gonna be close. I think we failed this one. Maybe not though. Oh, yeah, we failed. We'll have another go.
I could outdrink every one of you.
No, you couldn't.
Don't feel bad. Most of these back crowds would have pissed themselves off past
Oh
by
no,
now.
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to try and do the challenge again.
Hey, Tekla. What is...
Right, let's do it. We're gonna get this. And for some reason the effects have just completely worn off. Oh no, that wasn't a good start. Oh god. No. Yeah, we've lost this one already, I think. It doesn't look like she ever fails, but I could be wrong because I'm so busy focusing on my own circle. We've got this bitch on taste. God, this is hard. I think we've got it this time though, folks. Yeah.
Black Odin, mead is my lifeblood.
That was well drunk. Well done.
Can we
Well
talk to her again, or?
Drunk done.
Oh no, we get some silver for dinner. That's cool.
Come and drink. Let us amuse the gods.
So there's 2 more activities in camp. One looks like a quest, maybe. Oh god, that drunk effect's horrible. One looks like a quest, and one... Oh wow, that really is unsettling. But she can still climb perfectly, apparently. She can punch heads off, and she can climb well when she's drunk. Sounds about right. I don't know whether to do these 2 last activities. I think we'll leave them till next time, folks. So, we've got a very drunk Eivor now. Next time, we're going to do the 2 other camp activities. Like I say, one looks like a side quest, and then one, I'd imagine, is a variant of Liar's Dice. And we'll explore over there, where I pointed out earlier. Until then, folks. Until then.